So it's the end of February and we're getting excited for turkey season. We thought we'd take an opportunity to relive one of last year's hunts and show you guys some tips on how to hunt henned up toms. Now, contrary to how you see it on TV, sometimes it's a multi-hunt process in order to get that big tom on the ground. And we're gonna take you through that step by step. Here are a few key points to consider. First, scouting is critical. When you're scouting, pay attention to where the birds are roosted and whether the hens and the toms are roosted together or separate. From there, you're gonna wanna pay attention to where the birds go after they get down from the roost. If the birds are roosted together, here are two options to consider. The first option is to sneak in and get set up where the birds fly down from the roost and they assemble the flock. When you get into that situation, what you're gonna wanna do is call just a little bit more aggressively than the most mouthy hen that you hear. And what might happen is that tom might come over and give you a shot right at first light as soon as he gets down from the roost. If you don't want to do that, your second option is to know where the birds are going and get out in front of the whole flock. And if you can get out in front of the whole flock, it's a lot easier to call the birds in without doing a lot of aggressive calling, and you can get that tom to come over and sneak a peek at you, and you might be able to get a shot. If the birds are roosted separate from each other, this presents a unique opportunity for you to get in between where the hens and the tom is roosted and to cut them off. You're still going to want to know where the assembly area is, and you're going to want to get in between that area and where the tom is roosted. From there, as soon as the tom flies down, you're going to want to start using your soft hen yelps and your clucks to pull that tom into you for a shot. So now let's get into our hunt. Here's the scenario we're dealing with. We had one tom and no other mature subordinate birds. We had about 3 or 4 jakes and about 5 hens, all in the same area. The tom was roosted inconsistently, and we had a pretty good idea of what the pattern was, and he was generally separate from the hens. So going into the first day of the hunt, we decided to take a conservative approach and try to set up between where he was roosted and where the hens were roosted, but not take the chance of busting the hens off the roost. What ended up happening was we weren't far enough into the woods and we heard the toms going crazy, but we couldn't get close enough to them and we couldn't call them over. So we had to adjust from there.
Well, now we know we gotta go deeper in the woods.
Now once the birds moved off, they went down over a hill into a valley, and so we took that opportunity to sneak up the hill and take a peek to see where they were going so we knew what type of adjustment to make.
There's more than one, they're coming right to us.
Now in day 2, we took that information, made some adjustments, but this is where not putting the tom to bed really came back to bite us, because we had the hens, we had the jakes were in range, but the tom was a no-show. So from there, we were out of luck. Day 3 is the day that it all came together. We made one more adjustment based on the information we found from day 2, and we're going to take you through the details of how we called to this bird and what we did as this hunt played out. Since we had a pretty good idea of where he was headed, we didn't want to overcall to him, so we decided to just call softly to him to let him know we were there.
Any reaction? He's getting a little excited.
We could tell he was getting more excited because he was answering our calls directly now. So we called at him again, and he answered directly again. When he answered us the second time, we decided to call a little bit more aggressively. And this time a hen opened up. When a hen opens up, that's exactly what you want. All you gotta do is mimic her calls and occasionally cut her off, and she'll get so angry, she'll bring the whole flock to you. The rest of this is uncut so you can see exactly what happens. At this point, our job is done. We got the hens close, so I just shut up and let our decoy that was behind the tree do the rest of the work. And then it's just a matter of time for that tom to strut in. This ended up being one of our more exciting hunts, and I hoped you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, check us out on Facebook. Also, check out some of our other videos. Thanks for watching.